Hello guys. In this session, we are going to learn Kubernetes logging using ELK stack and Filebeat with Helm. So let's start. So first of all, we need to learn this prerequisite. So first of all, we need AWS account with Ubuntu instance and we need more space for this. So for that, we need t3.xlarge instance type. Okay, because we need 4 CPU or more and more GB RAM. Okay, so that's why we need a this x3 sorry t3 x large instance type. Then we did Minikube, kubectl, and Helm install, and we did a basic knowledge about Kubernetes. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, let's set up Ubuntu EC2 instance. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, let's update the system packages. So as you can see here, I have successfully connected to my terminal Ubuntu instance, right? Okay. So now, as you know, the first step is let's update the system packages. So the command is sudo apt update. Okay. Then next is let's install the essential tools like curl, wget, and apt transport HTTPS. Okay. So let's install this. Okay, it's also done. Then next is let's install Docker container and Docker a container runtime that we will be used with VM driver for Minikube. So let's install Docker. Okay, it's also done. Then add the current user to the Docker group, allowing to the user to run Docker command without sudo. So let's run this to permission to give Docker. Sorry, let's run this to command to give permission to our Docker. Okay, let's start. Now, next is let's check if the system support virtualization or not. If you want to skip, then you can skip also. Okay. Then next is okay. Now next is let's install KVM and related tools. So yes, I want to install. So as you can see, it's installing KVM and related tools for this. It take a few seconds, sometime 1 minute to complete installation. Okay, it's done. Okay, then add user visualization groups already. Okay, it's done. Now the next step is let's reload the group. And the next one. Okay, it's done. So we have successfully the installation. That means the prerequisites or some basic installations. Okay, so the first step is done, right? Now let's go to the next step. Now the next step is let's install Minikube and kubectl. So first of all, let's download the latest Minikube binary using curl command. As you can see, it's downloading. Okay, if I run the ls command, as you can see, the installation Minikube. Okay, the next is let's install it to this particular location using it making available system via. Okay, it's also done. Now let's use Minikube version. If you want to check the version and the details about Minikube, you can see the Minikube. Okay, that means Minikube is successfully installed on our machine. Okay, now it's time to install and download kubectl. So let's download the kubectl using the curl command. Okay, if I run the ls command, as you can see here, kubectl also. Okay. The next is let's make the kubectl binary executable. Then move to this particular location. And now let's check the kubectl version and the details about it. So as you can see the details and the version of kubectl, that means we have successfully installed Minikube as well as kubectl. Okay, the second step also done. Okay, now let's go to the third step. Now the third step is let's start the Minikube. So we need to start the Minikube with Docker as a driver. Okay, so let's start Minikube. Minikube start. The command is here as you can see. So let's start Minikube. So as you can see, the Minikube is started. So it take few seconds or sometime 1 minute to start. So wait for few minutes. Sorry, few seconds. So as you can see, it's creating Docker container. It Minikube needs CPU 4 and memory 8192 MB. Right. So that's why we need more space, more storage. So that's why the instance type you can choose more GB. Okay, as you can see, it's done. You can see done kubectl is now configured to use Minikube cluster and the default namespace by default. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen. And after that, if you want to check the status of a Minikube, then you can check the status. You can see the host is running, kubelet running, API server running, kube configure, and so on the details. Okay, now the next step is let's install Helm. So first of all, let's download the Helm and package manager for a Kubernetes using curl command, ls command. As you can see, get help sh. Okay, then let's change its permission using this command. And now let's install the Helm using the following command. As you can see, it's done. Let's verify. As you can see, the Helm version and details and so on. That means we have successfully installed Helm also. Okay, so it's done, right? And the next is let's add the Elastic Helm repository. So let's add. Okay, as you can see, Elastic has been added to the repository. After that, let's update the Helm repository to fetch the latest charts. So successfully got an update. Okay. Okay. That means the fourth step is also done. Now, let's move to the next step, that means fifth step. So, the fifth step is let's deploy the ELK stack and Filebeat. ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, and the Filebeat. Okay, so let's start. So, first of all, let's create the file. So, this file is configure Elasticsearch, resource, and affinity. So, I'm going to create a file with the name Elasticsearch values.yaml file using Nano Editor. So in this file, I'm going to add the data. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. Run the ls command. As you can see, our file successfully created. Okay. Then after that, let's deploy this file that we have created. So that means that let's deploy the Elasticsearch. So the command is helm install Elasticsearch elasticsearch-f elasticsearch values.yaml, that are file. So let's deploy using this file. As you can see, deploy succeed. You can see last deploy and the status is deploy. Okay. And if you want to check the kubectl pods, so you can check using the following command. If you want, as you can see now, its status is creating. You can see. So wait a second. So as you can see, our status is creating. So wait a second. After that, we will check. Okay. Now the next step is let's create a file bit configuration. So this file configures the file bit to collect Kubernetes logs. So let's create a file bit configuration. Okay, that's our file bit configuration. So let's check for once. Let's save the file and exit. And after that, let's deploy the file bit also. As you can see, it's deployed successful. Let's check the pods. As you can see, the Elasticsearch container running, and it's container creating. Okay, so wait a second. After that, it's successfully running also. So after that, let's go to the next step. Now the next is let's create logstash values.yaml file. So let's create this. Then after that, let's deploy the logstash also. It's done. If I run the ls command, as you can see, the files Elasticsearch values YAML, file bit values YAML, logstash values YAML. Okay. Now let's check the ports once. As you can see, the Elasticsearch 3 is one of one running, one of one running, one of one running, and the file bit is running. Okay, wait a second. After that, it's one of one running, and the logstash is container creating. Okay. Okay. So let's clear the screen. Then next is let's create a Kibana configuration file. So the command is nano Kibana values.yaml file. And let's add the data here. And we need to deploy Kibana also. So the command is helm install Kibana elastic Kibana hyphen by Kibana values.yaml. So let's deploy the Kibana also. So Kibana take few seconds to deploy, so wait for few seconds. So wait for a few seconds. Okay. So as you can see, it's successfully deployed. Okay. Okay. Now let's check the pods. First of all, I'm going to clear the screen and let's check the pods. Now, as you can see, the Kibana is 0 1 of running. Oh, we can wait for few seconds. It's 18 seconds age only. Now, all of Elasticsearch, Filebeat, and Logstash also 1 of 1 running. Okay, let's check for Kibana once. Kibana once. Wait a second. Okay, we need to wait for few seconds. And let's check for service also. You can check services. You can see the services also, right? As you can see now, Kibana also 1 of 1 running. Okay. Now, the next step is let's access the ELK stack. Okay, so we have successfully checked the services. Okay, now let's forward the Kibana port number. So we need to run this command to forward the port. So as you know, the Kibana port number is 5601. So it's forwarding the port number 5601. So let's access Kibana in browser. So how to access? You need to copy your instance IP, it on browser, and the port number of Kibana is 5601. So as you can see the Kibana dashboard. Welcome to Elastic. So we need to enter username as well as password. So what's the username and password? So we need to check. So to access Kibana, you can just After that, so we need to open a duplicate tab because it's forwarding the port on 5601. And here we need to run these two commands for access the username as well as password. So for username, Elastic. So let's copy the Elastic. And for password, the command is here. Let's check the password, and the password is here. Click on login. So as you can see, we have successfully logged into our Kibana. So first of all, you will have this page, welcome to Elastic, starting by adding integrations. So click on on my, explore on my own. After that, you will have this page of Kibana. You can see the Kibana dashboard, Elastic, its start and management, and so on, the details about it. Okay, so click on it. And if you want to check the logs, as you can see the logs here. You can see the logs, right? So that's it. So it's done. So in this session, we have learned Kubernetes logging using ELK stack Filebeat with Helm. So thank you for watching, and I hope you understand.